We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the finale of this three-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Severino is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
The designated hitter, Harold Castro.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harold Castro. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Bounce to first. Andujar fields it cleanly, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Scorched to third. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Tigers nothing, Yankees coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead 0-1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
1-1. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way.
I got to count 2-2.
This one's down to third. He's right there. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second, not shortstop, Wilmer Flores.
Next for New York, Wilmer Flores. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Now the 1-0. Line to the right side. Stewart is there. 2 down.
Batting third, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Pitch on the way. Here's a high pop-up. Cabrera shading to his right. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We are still scoreless. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Jonathan Scope.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. LeMahieu has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
That is fair. The center fielder, number 4, Cameron Maybin.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. Previous history with Luis Severino, not great. He's 1 for 8. First offering on its way. And that misses inside, 1-0. Maybin, who sometimes goes by the nickname Slim, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home runs as he approaches free agency. Huge payday on the horizon.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Stepping in now, Austin Romine. Strike taken, the throw. Is there to ring him up. The caught stealing for Sanchez.
So much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Tigers fail to make any noise. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Towards second. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Boyd, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. Hit hard to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Next up for Detroit, Nico Goodrum. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. Goodrum has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled away. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are two away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. Strike taken up in the zone. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he misses again, ball three.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup have been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Next for the Tigers, Victor Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
The 2-0. is swung on and missed, strike one.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here now the 2-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in the scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. The throw into second. The throw pulls him off the bag.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the 0-1.
Ball inside.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Working for the punch-out and the offering. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First offering on its way. Gio Urshela is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1-1 the count. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Stanton stands at second with 2 gone. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and you swing at a pitch that bad? Not good.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Payoff pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw into second. Throw won't get him.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
At the plate now, Wilmer Flores. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Grounded to short. Right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Yankees are out in front, 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th. Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Castro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
Now back.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in, Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Jonathan Scope stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Here's the 2-1 home. Ground ball, foul down the left side. The 2-2. Runners on first with one down. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Smoke toward third. He's got it. In time to first, and there are two away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Into the box now, Cameron Maben, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Comes set, the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Two and 2.
2 strikes.
A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. To second now, but he's safe as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
At the plate, Austin Romine, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And that misses. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Here's the 2-1. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Now at the plate, Kristen Stewart. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. From the stretch. Two men are on with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Tigers strike for a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside. That's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
First offering on its way. The high fastball is in there.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs. Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Here's a pop-up now. Cabrera in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. The bouncer to the left side. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now back, first baseman,
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. And he watches one split the middle here. 1-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. The pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The shortstop, Nico.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. The pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. Ready now, Jeimer Candelario. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Too low, 1-0. Now the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Candelario is actually a native New Yorker. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1. Two and 2 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still even at 2 and 2. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
1-2.
In now, Victor Reyes. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Standing in now, Harold Castro. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery.
That's ball two. 2-0. Upstairs.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
Has a look. Now the pitch. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right. Judge is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Tigers leave one. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning now. In now is the Yankees DH, Torres.
The designated hitter, Labor.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
The windup and the 0-1. Torres, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there. The outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1-1.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Ball even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped him up. And there to bring it in is Cabrera for route number 2.
The batter, the center fielder, Aaron
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The pitch is circle change just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. A hit in 2 tries so far. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Ready with the 0-1. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. To the plate now, Wilmer Flores, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. 5 innings complete. The Yankees lead it 2-1. New inning set to get underway. So striding forward now, Miguel Cabrera. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Into the box, Cameron Maven. Runners off for second, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Chad Green takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Austin Romine will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2. One and 2 to the Tigers catcher.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Now batting, number 14.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
First and second now, one man out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Right side, but it's well foul. The 3-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. Good work.
So now to the plate, Nico Goodrum, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two and 1. Here it is. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edge.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Tigers get just the 1. On to the bottom of inning number 6, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in now for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
There's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
That misses. So a single and a walk. And his first first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Kyle Funkhauser takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the sixth inning.
Number 36, Kyle Funkhauser.
Miguel Andujar will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He's set. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stewart is there to put it away for route number 1. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he's safe.
We'll see if moving up the third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder, Gleyber Torres. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Jonathan Holder is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here it comes. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home.
That's the ball.
Popped high in the air. Flores waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 22, Victor Reyes.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Victor Reyes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch in there for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Popped up. Andujar is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Harold Castro. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. Down in order go the Tigers. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Last half of the seventh here, stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
One gone here in the Yankee seventh. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot down the line in right. 4th home run for him on the season. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
He just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Stepping in now, Gio Urshela. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. 2 out, nobody on. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead. Adam Ottavino has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2. Ottavino is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Into the box now, Jonathan Scope. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. 1 out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Cameron Maben, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Fouled away. Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count remains 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Last time through was a base hit.
The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
At the plate now, Aaron Judge, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. One-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Next for the Yankees, the first baseman,
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. From the belt, kicks and deals.
All one. Counts 1-0.
One 0 count. Here it is. Fouled off. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. Down in order go the Yankees, but they still lead it 3-2. Tommy Kahnle comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Austin Romine, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kahnle, 30 years of age. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And that misses 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in, Kristen Stewart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here comes the 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you've got to just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Stepping in, Nico Goodrum. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set and the pitch.
Ball one. Ball one, no play.
One out, one on in a one-run game. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the stretch. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. Judge is under it. Makes the catch. And that's the ball game.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. So the Bronx Bombers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jonathan Holder wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Tommy Kahnle earns the save out of the bullpen, his 10th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.